Next up, we have Dr. Wenstrup, Ohio.
There you go. Well, I want to thank Ranking Member Brady for bringing us together today, and for you, Mr. Smith, for leading us here, and for our guests. It's important we discuss this critical issue for our nation's small business owners and family farmers and ranchers. You know, in many communities, especially in rural and underserved areas, small business owners are the primary job creators and engines of any economic growth in those areas. As a small business owner, I'm a doctor. I started with 2 employees, and you know, if somebody was sick, my mom came in, and I know it's hard to start a business. The amount of work, time, and investment that you put into getting a business off the ground. And I think one of the best aspects of the American dream is that one day you can have the opportunity to pass on the fruits of that hard work, that labor, onto the next generation. And I think in America, it's always heartwarming, I think, to most Americans, when you see something like family owned and operated since 1908. I chose that date for you, Mr. Gilmartin. And but by proposing repeal of the stepped up basis, the Biden administration is saying that it's not families who will reap the benefits of the hard work, it's the federal government. And President Biden promised the American people he would not raise taxes on the middle class, but that's exactly what repealing the stepped up basis would do. And I appreciate that some of our Democrat colleagues are pushing back on this ill-advised proposal, and I hope we get more of them. But we have to be clear that repealing stepped-up basis does not only affect family farms and ranches, it affects Main Street family businesses as well. So it's important across the board. You know, I like to say that when we look at any kind of bill or anything coming out of the government, that we ask ourselves the question, does it give Americans more freedom, and will the next generation say thank you? And I think that particular concept is not being put into use here. So I think there's a fundamental understanding also that everybody who passes on a family business to their offspring must be ultra wealthy. People never run a business think businesses just have money hands over fist, and we know that's simply not the case. So one aspect of repealing stepped up basis that really concerns me is how it will affect younger, beginning small business owners, first generation working to build a legacy for their families, and the motivation. And maybe one of you would like to comment on that, in particular with maybe your family. Maybe Mr. Gilmartin, since I referred to your family starting in 1908.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. It would be so great. And my brother Earl and I are the last of the 3rd generation still working, and we're really anxious to turn the business over to the 4th generation and see what they can do. And like has been commented earlier, to say, well, you can get through this, you just need to hire accountants and lawyers to figure out how to come up with the tax payment or how to divert funds to fix this. It's not what running a family business is all about. We just want to take care of our customers and do what we've been doing.
Thank you. Appreciate that input. I yield back.